could be taking control, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a
I did a tissue.
yeah, I mean
I seriously.
at the end there, there was
Oh my God.
quite an emotional film at the end there. Like I said, it's not a sad wasn't the right word. I think it was more the emotions were building up because the fact that the story at the end, it makes you realize just all the bullshit that happens in the world where we all fight with each other, and no matter what it is, whether it's over the most silliest of things, whether it's the most biggest things in the world, at the end of the day, us as humans, we should be like, us as people, we should be working as one. Everyone should be working as one to get so many things achieved in this world, and to demolish so many things. And one of the biggest things, and I'll say, I'm not afraid to say it, is it comes down to race and religion and things like that. People are separated. People are against each other around the world because of so many different factors that come into people's decisions and people being against what people have decided to do in their life, and it separated them from society.
Yeah.
It separated them from so many things, and kids are the ones that suffer the most. Kids are the ones that suffer the most. I mean, I know it's just a movie, but in this movie it just showed that this little girl brought two countries together. I know it's just a movie, but I'm just saying, like, it can happen in the real world. And that's what I see, like, people have a platform like YouTube to put their voice for the good reasons out there, put their opinions out that are magnificent, to put their, you know what I mean, their thoughts out there that are incredible.
Yeah.
But yet the people that get promoted in this world and get, you know what I mean, get exposure are the ones that have the wrong messages, the ones that spread hatred, that spread all this racist, sexism, all this stuff, yeah. And it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Because at the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, you take away that fence that's separating them, and what have you got? People.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Why do we have to be violent? Why all of? I'm not just talking about India and Pakistan.
No,
I'm talking about in general, guys. You have Spain and Catalonia. Why can't Catalans get along with the Spanish people? Most Spanish people I know get along with Catalans, but most Catalans don't like Spanish people. The world is so weird when it comes to accepting one another.
I'm just gonna say something that, I mean, I'm a firm believer of, or in, I don't know the preposition here, but the thing that separates humans is money.
Yeah.
And everything that...
Money and power, yeah.
Money. Why can't you do things and people with money can?
Yeah.
Because of money. Why a lot of people that have the right messages, that have stories to tell, they don't have a voice? Because you just saw it here. Because they consider that their stories are not going to give any money.
Don't get eyes. Don't get attention.
They just look the newspapers. That's why I don't read the newspapers and I don't watch the news. People tell me, are you even from this world? Yes, I am from this world, but I like to actually go on the internet and look for the information from both sides or all the sides, and then choose my own opinion about things. Because if you read the same thing happening, you read it from two different newspapers from two different places, and they say completely different things.
Yeah.
when things happened here in Spain between Catalonia and Spain, you read Spanish newspapers and they were blaming Catalans, and you read Catalan newspapers and they were blaming Spanish. It's like, what the heck is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
The news and the newspapers, they just reporters, they just want things that they can sell, things that are going to give them money.
But they don't tell you, and they don't give you the information about the good things that have come about between India and Pakistan.
But good things don't generate as much publicity
Correct.
as evil things.
Correct.
What's going to get more attention? A guy helped someone, or a guy killed someone?
Yeah.
People, for some reason, they like to read about negative things, whether it is to feel better about themselves or whether they are just sick and twisted in the head. I don't know. But if you have a positive article and a negative article, the negative article is going to get more exposure than the positive one.
Well, have a look. When, for example, right, you even seen it yourself in some of the weird comments we used to get a while back, yeah? When me and Tanya took a break from YouTube on this channel for what? No, you took a break. Not me.
I took a break, yes.
Tanya took a break for about 4 months, was it, or something like that? And there was people saying like, "Oh, God, I hope she's left you, and you're a disgusting animal, disgusting pig." And it's like, no, we're literally, Tanya's taking a break because of these exact comments.
Exactly, because of negative comments.
Like Tanya was the one that was reading the comments.
Yeah.
I was still uploading almost every bloody day.
Yeah. And another thing that happens a lot as well, that I've realized in the comment section, but it happens in real life as well, is you upload a video, someone says something negative, and everyone starts, like the comment section fills up with negativity. Everyone writes negative comments. If the first comment is negative, the following 30, 40, 50 comments that you get, they're all negative, backing each other up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. As soon as one person stands up and says, "Look, I'm not going to tolerate this. I love this channel, or I love this, or I love this person," all of a sudden, all the people that were talking negative things, they all shut up. And then positive comments start filling up, and people start feeling...
That's what happened at the end here. That's what happened at the end here.
And that happens in the comment. I was telling you the other day, that happened in a video. We uploaded a video and a troll commented first with a negative channel. For the following 5-6 hours, they were all negative comments. And then all of a sudden someone said, "Look, I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm not going to shut up because you're all being negative. I'm going to say I love this channel and I love you too." All the people that were saying negative things, they didn't say anything at all. And then people saying positive things, backing up that person that was being positive, they filled up the comment section, and then everyone that was negative left, and then people started saying positive things.
All right, let's start talking about comments.
No, but that happens with everything. That happens with everything. Yeah. One person gets judged wrongly. What happened with Johnny Depp? One person gets judged wrongly. Everyone spreads negativity. Everyone talks crap about that person.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, someone says something positive, or things started going, like evidence starts coming out. All of a sudden, everyone that was saying, "Oh, he's a bad person," or they say positive things.
And that goes for...
That person hasn't changed. He's still the same person.
Yeah.
Why did you go from hating him to love him? Just because of evidence that came out. Like, who are you to judge a person?
That's right.
Who are you to judge a person without even knowing the truth, without even knowing the true story? Who are you to say that he was an Indian spy when you don't even know his story? He was still the same person.
Yeah.
At the beginning, people hated him because they thought he was a spy. Then all of a sudden, evidence started coming out. He is a good person now. Everyone is positive towards him. Yeah. Everyone loves him. Why didn't you love him in the first place? He's still the same person. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm saying the correct thing, but it's like, it's just, and that happens in real life. And there's people like this that get lucky and they get evidence coming out, and but there's people that never get judged positively or right, and they die with people thinking that they were scum when they were actually nice people.
You gotta realize too that there's a lot of people out there that have been branded as spies, but they're not spies, and they're actually still in jail to this very day.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people that don't get lucky.
But
This is
how
a
many
movie, but
how many times have you seen people get wrongly accused of things
lot of
and end
times.
up in jail?
a lot of times.
There's so
a
many
lot of times.
so many times. Like there was a case like a guy had 15 years in jail because his wife or something like that, I can't remember, but because his wife or something had planted some evidence that he like raped her and things like that. And then after 15 years went by, it came out that she wasn't telling the truth. But nothing happened to her. But that's what I mean. Like, it's so crazy how people can do evil things to others and others get punished. But those evil people, things don't happen to them. So it makes me think that maybe things do happen to them, but we don't see it. Maybe things like their life is in a spiral, but we don't see it. Because you got to realize people are good at hiding how horrible their lives are. And what ways do they deflect it? What ways they deflect it is through putting punishment towards other people. Yeah. So these guys in the film, right, I know it's just a film, relax. But these guys in the film, they realize all the pressure and all the heartache that goes into what's happened between Pakistan and India. And that's why at the border, when they went to the Pakistan border, they were all so angry. They were so angry because of everything that's happened, everything that's gone on. And they want to protect their country, yeah, which is normal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you think about the story, if a guy came in through a hole in the ground and he was explaining the story, you'd be like, no, you're a spy, mate.
No.
So, but that's just the way. Well, not me personally. I wouldn't be like that. But you can understand why people think like that because, like I said, because of past experiences, things that have happened. Yeah. So, I mean, and it's what I said. It's what I said earlier. You have people that were born evil, people that were born good. There's no in between.
Now let me say something that also they said in this movie that I found absolutely fascinating, which is let's raise our kids with like in love instead of anger. Yeah. That's very important. I see it all the time. I know it's not the same, but I see it all the time here in Spain with kids and football teams.
Yeah.
If you're born into a family that is a Real Madrid fan, all the kids are Real Madrid fans, even though some of them don't even know what Real Madrid is or don't even watch football, but they're all Real Madrid fans. If they're born into a family or you're born into a family where your parents follow a certain team, the children like that team and they follow that team.
Yeah.
And same thing happens with everything, with culture, with religion, with everything. Lots of kids, they follow the same religion or the same whatever as their parents. Yeah.
See, I understand that, but the thing is, when you don't respect other religions, that's when it pisses me off.
But no,
because
I haven't
the thing
finished.
is, but that's what I mean. Like, this is what we've learned in this film. Yeah, like you can take this from the film, is that what pisses me off the most is when I see it all the time, like Christians in Australia, when you're not a Christian or your religion is something else like Muslim, it was like you're painted wrong. Hey, you're different. Like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, you should be Christian.
Yeah,
like, what's wrong
like
with you? What's the matter with you? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, wait, what if I respect all religions and I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me. Why can't I do that?
Hmm?
Do you know what I mean? Like, why do you have to come knocking at my door and beg me to be a Christian? Why? Why can't I like all religions?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't I respect all religions? Why can't you be a Christian and go and knock on other people's door and ask them questions about their religions?
Exactly, but that's what I was going to say. A lot of Christians, or any religion, they're Christians because of their parents, because of their grandparents, but then you ask them about other religions. Why did you choose the religion you're in? Because usually you choose one because you know all of them. Like, why do you like blue? Because I've seen all the colors and out of all of them I like blue. Yeah.
My granddad was Christian because he was Spanish.
But why are you Christian just because you're Spanish? Just because in your country everyone's Christian and you feel you have to fit in? Why can't you get to know about all religions and then choose, okay, I
Correct.
want to be part of this one, not because my family told me, not because my country is, like majority of people from my country are from this religion. No, it's because I want to.
And if you're part of that religion and you love it, then embrace it.
Exactly. Who cares?
Embrace it.
what they
Embrace
say?
that. Embrace
That's it.
that.
But it's not just that. What I'm trying to say is kids are mirrors from their
Yep.
parents.
Correct.
And the same way they follow a certain team because their parents follow that team, or they believe in a religion because their parents do, they also copy what their parents say, what their parents believe, what their parents talk about. So if you spend all day hating a certain person, your kids will grow up hating that person or that thing that you
Correct.
hate. If you spend all day saying, oh, I hate this juice is disgusting, we hate this juice, let's make a ritual to hate the juice, your kids will hate the juice. And that's how it is. Now change juice for whatever you want.
Yep.
Dogs, cat. I know a lot of kids that are scared of dogs. And I'm like, but why are you scared of dogs? So you have a dog? No. Have you ever seen a dog before? Yes, on the street. Have you ever pet a dog? No. Then why are you scared? Oh, because my mom told me I should be scared of them. But why?
Yeah.
And then we have a dog, and I tell the kid, look, pat her. It's fine. And then they pat her, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm not scared of dogs anymore. That happened the other day with Drake's friend. He was scared of dogs, and I made her pat our dog, and he was like, oh, okay, she doesn't bite. I love dogs now. What got you from hating a dog to loving a dog? Just patting her. You know what I mean? Explore things yourself. Of course kids can, but when you are an adult, you should.
So about this movie
Oh
too.
gosh, yeah.
Let's Tanya likes to get sidetracked a lot.
Yeah, no,
When she gets excited, she talks about everything.
If I don't say it, then I forget.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. We went from talking a little bit about the movie, then to comments, then to about dogs.
Now we're back to the movie.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm sorry.
the movie, the scenes inside of the movie, the sights, the different sights were just breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. For me personally, because I didn't grow up around mountains and snow and things like that, when I see snow or see mountains, my mind is absolutely blown, especially when you just see how big the mountains are and how tiny we are, yeah? So for me, the sight and the settings and just everything through to the lighting was spot on in this movie, absolutely spot on. And I'm very intrigued to whether they actually use this border here that separates Pakistan and India. I'm very intrigued if they actually did it or this is another area. You guys will have to let me know. I'm not too sure.
It's really beautiful.
You'll have to let me know. But you see, one side, the snow is melting because there's no sun, and the other side, there's because there's sun, and the other side, there's snow is full on because it's like
Shadow.
in the shade, yeah? So I'm wondering if this is an actual real place, guys. Let me know, yeah? Like, is it an actual border? Let me know in the comment section. Music, sensational. Absolutely sensational. You had soft music, you had upbeat music, you had some dancing. It was perfect. I absolutely loved it. And the storyline, the dialogue, just absolutely sensational. I enjoyed every bit of it. And from me, the acting as well. The actress, the young actress, the young girl. Sensational. Okay, like Khan was great himself, yeah. But the young girl for me was sensational because her job was not to talk, but she played that role just by the silent acting itself, and that's a form.
Face expressions.
Exactly, that's a form of amazing acting, guys. When you're able to do that without talking, it's called silent acting. There's actually movies out there that are actually called silent movies, and it's an actual genre. A lot of top actors come from there, and a lot of people don't really like silent movies, but a lot of top actors actually started out doing silent movies. So for me, for her to do this at a young age shows to me that she's got a big future. I don't know when this was made, but shows 2015. So to me, it shows me that she's got a massive future ahead of her. So no, for me overall, personally, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. For me, it was a solid 7 out of 10. Wasn't magnificent, wasn't like perfection, like I said, the setting was and things like that. But I'm giving it a solid 7 out of 10, guys. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, the movie, it was absolutely amazing. Everything that you said, like visually, it was stunning. All the different sceneries and the colors were so beautiful. The music, the same thing. It helped a lot with the feelings that they wanted to give you. Whenever they wanted you to be nervous, the music was more like fast. Whenever they wanted you to get emotional, it was more relaxed. So the music played a big role in this movie. Also, acting, absolutely unbelievable by all the actors. But what you said, the little girl was amazing. And I was trying so hard not to cry. I always do in every single movie because I don't like people seeing me cry. I hate it. I hate crying in public. I don't. Whenever you see me going like this, it's because I try, and actually my throat hurts because I'm trying to contain my tears, but after a while, it just hurts. But I couldn't with this one. I couldn't. I was like, come on. At the end, I was like, come on, end already. I'm gonna cry. And then I couldn't. I had to cry. It was so beautiful. The story was so beautiful. It just, I couldn't keep my tears in. So I'm giving it a 9. I absolutely loved it. I'm a person who loses interest in the first. I have a very low attention span, and after. So whenever the movie doesn't interest me 100%, I usually start looking at the clock all the time to know how much time is left to finish the movie. Well, when I'm recording for the channel, if I'm not recording for the channel, I just turn the TV off. That's how I am.
Yeah.
But with this one, like 2.5 hours, I think it was, they just went so fast. I think it's because there was like a lot of emotions, but also you got a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
It was really emotional, really emotive, but you got a lot of comedy that counteracted with it and made it really, really beautiful. And I actually enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I would at the beginning.
No,
really, really beautiful.
9
movie.
out of 10 from Tanya, 7 out of 10 from me. Let us know in the comment section if you enjoyed it, guys. Let us know what you would rate it down below. And hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, go check this out in full. We reacted to it in full. It's over on Patreon, guys. No cuts, no watermarks, no stretched out box. It's perfect over on Patreon. Go check it out, guys. And also, stay tuned for the next movie, Indian movie. And tomorrow, we've got more TV series and movies coming out over on Patreon. Bye, guys. Take it easy and we'll speak soon.
Bye.
Peace.